Okay, Coach, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, set, fly, 20. 49 to Mike. Alert. Championship, baby. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Check 37. Check 33.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero as James White. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Defense, let's go. Check your heart rate. Protect.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go. Go, Bandit. 49. Check it.
To throw again, Brady. Trying for Edelman again. This time he's got it. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Wait, set. Alabama, 380. In your face. 72.
From midfield, here's Brady. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I'm letting you know right now, you better break. March 49. March 49. Check it, reload.
Again, it's Brady. And Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
380. 49. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Hey, go 66. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Check back. Go. March 49. Hey, check it.
On 1st down, Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, New England.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. Block 49. Ozzy. Ozzy. Check. 25. Check 25. Check 25. 50.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
He's coming. He's got double up. 72.
The first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Wait, set. 29. Alpha. Let's go. Ready weapon. Alpha.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Give me some. Watch the safety creep. Hey, Alabama.
And they will run it with Michel. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And now it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Where's 52? Block 52. 52.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. He'll have a first down past the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down. Jones last year led the Bills, 652 receiving yards, 7 touchdowns, more than doubled his production from 2017. Now they're hoping for an even bigger bump this year.
Block 319. Hey, I'm coming after you. Pass. Hey, Mike 52.
Allen now on first down. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And here's Allen. Going to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Allen. And he finds Tyler Croft. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Check 52. Check. Lucky. Hey, ball 66.
The second down run for Burkhead, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check 26.
Brady gives to Michelle. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Sugar. Hey, do.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, Alabama. 49 to Mike. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. 49 to Mike. Mark 49. Nice, sweetheart.
shotgun now for Brady. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, Antonio Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs at defensive backs with such speed and power. I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the result there, a pass interference call.
Wait, 20! Come on up. Motion. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Here we go. Shit. 72. Check. You go tight. Sugar.
Following the penalty, Michel. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
72.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. McKenzie now to return it. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Guys, pick it up. Two times. We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Now Allen throwing again. Completes it to Corey Grant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Check 52, come on. Wide. Recon, 132 fighter. Check 3.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 44-yard line.
Go 50 extra money. Come on.
A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Hey, Delta.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
You better be afraid of me.
Throwing again. Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
First down, Patriots.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Brady now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down.
49, guys. Mike, 40.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Back in the 1st quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the 1st quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40.
Rip.
to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
He's checking. Cracks. Undercut.
On the ground, this is Michel, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Wait, set. 380.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
They'll run now with Burkhead. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler, as a rookie last year, in on the stop there.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that top deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. Operating from the gun, Brady. He's going to air one out, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Get ready. Wait, set. Wait, 20. Hey, goal 66. Watch safety green. Watch safety green. Safety's green.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Wait, 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Wait, set. Alabama, 380. Check it back. Check it back. Check, 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 check. Hey, 66.
On second down, Michel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. The point after try for Gostkowski. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Patriots 14, Bills nothing.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They run it from the gun with Yeldon. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watch a slap. Watch a slap. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Let's go.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And able to find John Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play. And the Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Allen now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 3. Big end. 6-6, pull it high.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
It's just me and you. Alert! Check three, check out.
Here's Grant. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
51. You don't want this.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. And he fires one, but incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Showing it. Alert!
They'll go with a big back, Yeldon. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now T.J. Yeldon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Slam. Shoot. Gun. Hey, home.
Allen. And he whips that one incomplete there. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Hey, Mike 51. Hey, orbit. Get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Alert. Check 49. Half 85.
To the shotgun snap to Allen. That one complete to Yeldon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Yeldon. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Check 13.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Alert!
From the 27, Brady, sideline throw. That's caught. Julian Edelman. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. Mike, 49. Hey, Alabama.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Corey Grant, 79 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Wait, set. 53. Let's go on. No, 66. 49, guys. Mike. 72.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Stepping up, he's going to keep it, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
72. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Check it, reload.
From the gun, Brady. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
This is Yeldon. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
To throw, it's Allen. And the grab by Croft. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 36.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Allen now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10.
Right over there. Yeah. Pass. 3 balls. 1.
Allen operating from the gun. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Get off the field. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Jim.
Allen now to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
On 3rd down, Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses, backs understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now it's seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Brady now on first down. This is White on the screen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up third and long. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long.
Bang, bang, help him. Bang, bang. Chase on Travis. 53 Linda. Ringo, Ringo. Ringo, Ringo. 49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Know your job. 72.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Go 50. Watch twist. Watch twist. Alpha.
First down, here's White. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. To throw again. Brady. Over the middle here to Brown. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Yeldon. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Crunch time, defense.
Now Allen to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Rip.
Brady now to throw. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Brady going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
You don't want it. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Cover.
Brady hands off to Burkhead. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Check it, reload. Hey, Steve 6. You must be true.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28.
First down, Patriots.
That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time, he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
Brady now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Brady gives this to White. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So many different weapons available in that Patriot backfield. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
Brady going to give this one to Burkhead. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Switch. Shadow.
On third down, a run from White. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1.
But it's 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Stephen Gostkowski for the Patriot field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
Gostkowski's kick is good, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down At about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And here's Allen. Going to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Throwing now is Allen. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On second down now, it's Grant. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
That's ready. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm coming after you.
56. Middle. Hey, Foxtrot.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Wait, that 380.
Mike, 49.
53, Linda.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check 43.
They'll run on first down. White. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Move. Even. 4 down. Even.
Shotgun now for Brady. He hits White, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
First down, Patriots.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A give to Burkhead on first down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
All day. Check safety, check safety. Check 99, check 99.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Wait, set. Wait, 80.
49's a month. Regular. Back. Sponge. No. Check 4.
Rip.
Shit.
But he hit.
On 3rd down, Michelle. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second and 10 now from the 27. Now Allen throwing again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Allen. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now Edelman. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Patriots take over.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Check hot route. Hot. Kill.
61, matchbox light.
On first down, Michelle. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog.
He's crashing. He's checking crack.
Hey, 66.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. Michel. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Now Brady leads to Burkhead on the draw. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Hey, set. Round 80. Round 80.
Coming to you. Coming to you.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week, as he's got a first down as well. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Check. Alert. Check 25. Check 25. Whip. Watch the whip. Alert.
On the run, it's Burkhead. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They run with Bolden and give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
New England on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Check. Watch the safety creep. Hatch it.
They'll run again with Bolden. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for New England, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.